This is farmland. And don't be surprised if your farm food is contaminated with plastic cans, bottles, never mind infected by pesticide and all the chemicals that's been sprayed at, but also to expect all of this rubbish that are strewn across. Look at all this. Look at all this. Farmland. Your food come from here, and your rubbish get dumped in here also. They lob it over the top of the fence, and it lands on the other side of the fence. Plants, fruits. Look at this. Toys, bottles, every domestic product. Packaging. Look at all this. It's not an inch spared, folks. Not an inch spared. If you're driving, if you're cycling, if you're on the public transport, and if you're on your dream car, you're not going to notice any of this. Well, I do. I can see all of this. Look, the traffic cone. I can see. I mean, it's seriously out of order. It's seriously out of order. Look at all this. Shoes. It's all been in the last 10 to 15 years. What does that tell you? When you invite aberrant human beings to anywhere, they will not consider the land as theirs. If they're born elsewhere and they consider themselves to be lived. Should be on the roadways rather than on the pavements, as you usually should know. Prime, Amazon Prime. There you go. They live, they dump, and it's absolutely wild. And this is the life of human behavior. If you invite people, if the borders are, the nations are built on a very beautiful promise. Yet if the humans are raised in an aberrant way, you're simply not going to find a nation being united. It's an absolute aberrant behavior, folks, and it's not an inch spared. All of this is a fact of humans who have been brought here for cheap labor, I suppose. The cheap labor. This is what happens when you have cheap labor. They do not consider the land. There is nothing for them to consider about. When you have cheap labor, if you have cheap labor, you will have cheap environment. Everything cheap. Look at all this. It's perfectly normal not to be upset about it, but at least to bring about a realization of what it is out here. Kettles, cheap. Look, a kettle. I mean, where do these things come from? Are they robbed? Are they stolen? Are they chucked? Look at all this. You drink, you completely get drunk, and you do this, and your masks. Thank you to all of you who are doing all of this. It's the land that you live, it's the land that you're indiscriminately destroying without any consideration whatsoever. It's a farmland where your food comes from.